to Fast and Giants, the Sci-Fi Ascent podcast is designed to entertain you. Captain Leigh here, and in this episode, we will be taking a break from my usual shenanigans and discussing a plot concept from Agatha All Along. If you are a regular listener, I have talked about it on the podcast before, and I have raved about it a lot, including its hit, The Ballad of the Witch's Road. The many versions, I would say. It's a show centered around Catherine Hahn's infamous Agatha Harkness, emotional, dark, quite a bit of depth, plus a hit soundtrack and strong acting. I will say the ending hasn't been as strong as I originally felt, but that's how opinions change, my friends. The most memorable thing of the show was the trials of the Witch's Road. I will be talking about all 5 trials in the show itself, relating to a style of witchcraft and what happened with Agatha's coven. Before I talk about the trials, Captain Leigh wants to give you a backstory. The Witch's Road was a story autobiography created by Agatha Harkness and her son, Nicholas Scratch. After Nicholas's death, which is tragic, Agatha used the story to lure witches and steal their powers as a con. This worked for a long time until one night when Agatha was about to steal the powers of Asriel Glover, Jennifer Kell, and Leigh Craddock. After the Scarlet Witch took her power away, Billy Maximoff unintentionally created the Witch's Road, and once he escaped, he found out it was his own doom. The trials within the show are often set in a mysterious house which has a different design for each trial. My name's now you know the backstory. Let's talk the trials. Trial 1 is the potions trial, centered on the art of potions and creating an antidote to save the witches from a tempered wine which would mess with their faces and their minds and find a cure before time runs out. Agatha's coven succeeds, even though there's a few little arguments in there, but they weren't able to cure Sharon Davis, who had came in to take the Green Witch's place, and she was mortal as well. She sadly died. Justice for Sharon Davis. Trial 2 is the protection trial. In the show, it's about breaking a generational family curse by playing a song in the studio. Agatha's coven has to break the Glover family curse by playing Lorna Wu's version of the Witch's Road ballad. They play a cover version of the ballad and defeat the demon before saving Billy from his wounds when he was thrown into the glass by Jill. He is saved thanks to the brilliance of Jennifer Kell. Trial 3 is a spirit trial, and they have to take part by using the Ouija board and forcing them to face spirits from their past. Agatha's coven end up facing Agatha's mum, who, in my honest opinion, never cared for Agatha. And before I go on a tangent about Mrs. Harkness as a mother, the ghost attempts to punish her by taking over her body, but unfortunately, Alice attempts to save her, end up in Agatha taking her powers and leaving her as a powerless. Justice for Alice Glover. Jack Shiver, the showrunner, has said that this trial punishes Agatha, so it's a unique opportunity to make Agatha vulnerable, pay for what she has done, and cause trust issues within the coven. Trial 4 is a divination trial. It's touched with a twist, and you know this podcast loves twists! They have to finish a tarot reading before a seeing sword reaches them, but they have to make sure they read for the right person. For Agatha's group, it's Lilia, and she's able to complete the reading. She sacrifices herself to stop the sale of the by using the trials mechanics against her. Before she sacrifices herself, she gives advice to the remaining members of the coven, which end up helping them in the future. R.I.P. Lilia Cardou. Trial 5. The final trial is the Green Witch trial, and all other different trials exit the role to do with what they desire. Jennifer broke her bounds, which Agatha was responsible for her being bound in the first place, and she escaped the road to continue her life with her powers returned. Agatha helps Billy find a recent deceased boy to reincarnate Tommy Maxwell, and Agatha makes life with a tear, which blooms. She escapes as the room explodes, and after that, all events lead to her death and becoming a ghost. R.I.P. Agatha Harkness. Are you a fan of the Witch's Road concept? Let me know in the comments down below, or at Fast on social media. If you love what I do, or missed my previous Agatha All Along content, which I'll put in the description down below, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and turn on the notifications to stay up to date. To finish off the episode, I want to know if there are any Star Wars Visions fans out there. I seem to caught on with the anime series. I haven't caught all at the time of recording, but I have watched a few episodes from the Vision series, plus read some of the comic adaptations, and started reading the Ronin prequel. All I will say for now is this has better messaging than from what I've seen in recent years, and some likeable characters as well. I will be watching the 8-part series of Night Jedi in a weekly format rather than binge watch, but I also won't be doing a preview because I'm too busy at this moment. But I will say expect episodes on Visions on the podcast at some point. It might not be till late 2026 or 2027, but it's going to be magic. So I can't wait to share more of my thoughts. But for now, I will post my expert on Google Coruscant in the comments down below, where you can see some of my thoughts at this moment. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's nice to bring something new and talk about plot concepts. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone!